All right, so here we are on our homepage. So after you log in with Facebook or Instagram or however you've chosen to log in, this is the page you should see. And down here at the bottom, or kind of the most of the page, should look pretty familiar if you've ever shopped with Younique before. That's all the same. Where it is different though is going to be up here in the right hand corner. So you should first of all see your name, which isn't new. Make sure it says your name and not anybody else's. And then what we are going to look at is this link right next to it, the My Office link. Okay. This is going to be all your important back office information, everything you'll need to build your business. Okay. So the first link is your dashboard, and we're not going to talk about that because it really just brings up all the links that are already here. So it'll pretty much just show you everything that's in this square except for just on a full screen. Okay, so the next one that we'll talk about is the My Royalties. That is where you're going to go. It's going to keep a log of how much money you're making from your PRS. So how much you are actually making with your company. So the next tab is the My Company tab, and this will start to get really important and really useful when you start signing up presenters, and when they start signing up presenters. This will allow you to see anyone who has signed up underneath you and how they are doing as far as promotions and PRS for each month. So it's actually really, really useful and really helpful to check quite often. The next tab will be the Customers tab. This will just give you an itemized list of anyone who has bought anything from your website. So this is really handy if you need to give a shout out or just so you can keep track of your customers. Probably the most important, or the one that I check the most often, would be the accomplishments, and this will allow you to see where you are at in regards to promotions. So how close you are to your next promotion, how you're doing on your personal sales, and we'll talk a little bit about that later. The Supplies tab is just where you're going to order things like your business cards, if you want them, your shade sticks, and things like that. So that's actually quite useful as well. So we are going to skip over a bunch of stuff. This is all really important. However, it's pretty self-explanatory, and for the sake of time, we just won't talk about all of them today. So our next link that we're going to go to is the My Parties link. The My Parties will show you an itemized list of all your parties, as well as it'll be where you go when you want to actually create a party with the Younique website. So as you know, parties are our bread and butter, and we have to do them if we want to keep our business thriving. So if you have any questions on how to create a party or how to run a party, that will be a whole different video, and please ask because I can make that, but it's just going to take a lot longer than we have in this video to go ahead and do that. The next and last link we're going to talk about is the My Orders link, or the Orders link. In this link, you will be able to find just an itemized list of anyone who's placed an order with your company. That way you can keep track of what people ordered and what you yourself ordered, and that will be also where you can find your tracking numbers as well as your order numbers if you're looking to track where your package is in the shipping process. So the next thing we're going to talk about is probably what's the most important to you, and that is how you're going to get paid and how to attain promotions and pay raises in the company. So we will go ahead and go up to this tab that I have open next to this other tab that we're on, and we will just talk about your compensation that you're going to get based on the level that you're at as a presenter. So the first level, as soon as you sign up, you'll be a white level presenter. You'll be earning 20% on all of your PRS. So PRS just means the total amount of sales that you've made that month before taxes and before shipping, obviously. So you'll be making 20% of every sale that you get. That's a pretty good deal. So for your first promotion, you'll be moving up to Yellow Status Presenter. Now, this status just comes with a 5% pay increase for life. So this is the only status that this is true with. once you hit this promotion, you will never go back to 20%. So once you are yellow, you are at 25 for the rest of forever, okay? So this is just, it's very clear, just you're making 25% now of your PRS. So those two are your entry-level statuses, okay? Next, we're going to move on to the exemplary presenter statuses. So this first status is your pink promotion. So at this point, you will still be making that 25%. Okay, so you'll go ahead and just make the same as you're making for yellow on your retail royalties or your personal sales. What's different, however, is you can see that you're now earning 3% on your circle royalties. So what is a circle royalty? That is anybody who has signed up under you that is from entry-level presenter to exemplary presenter. So anyone who signed up underneath you who's a white presenter all the way to a blue presenter, those people are going to be in your circle. So any sales that they make are going to, you're going to get 3% of those sales. Next level is also an exemplary level, is the blue promotion. And you can see that it's very, very similar to the pink, except for now you're earning 4% on all your circle royalties instead of that 3%. Okay, so that's just the basic differences between those two positions. The third level of being a presenter is elite presenters. So the first level of elite presentership is green. Okay, so you notice you're going to get another 5% increase on your retail royalties. Okay, so now we're making 30% on our retail royalties as well as a 1% increase on your circle royalties. Next, we have got your first generation royalty. So what is that? Your first generation is anybody who is in your company, so signed up underneath you, that has hit elite presentership. Okay, so anyone on your team who is green or above, you'll be earning 3% of their sales on top of what you're already making on your sales as well as your circle royalties. After this, we've got the orange position, which you will be making pretty much the same as you were on green, except for now we have added this 4% on your second generation royalties. So again, we're kind of just following those elite members, and you get your different generations. So it kind of just goes on from there. Purple, you get a 1% increase on your circle royalties, as well as you're getting your 4%. It's very similar. So black level is the very last position, the last promotion that you can attain, and you'll be making all of this. It's kind of self-explanatory at this point. So that is where we want to get to. And it's important to know that from pink on, so from pink all the way to black, you will need to attain that status every single month. So once you hit your pink status promotion, okay, you were recognized as a pink status presenter for the rest of forever. So this is what I'm at right now. However, in order to keep getting these additional incentives, like for me, the 3% of my circle royalties, you have to keep hitting those goals every single month, or else you'll be paid as however much you make. And we're going to go ahead and talk about those, how to get to those levels next. So up here on this other tab that I've got here, it shows you what you need to accomplish to get to each of these levels. So to be considered a white, to be qualified as a white, I should say, you need to do $125 in personal sales. So no big deal at all. So you need to sell $125 worth of makeup before tax and shipping, obviously. The next promotion is to the yellow promotion, and you just need to sell $1,000 worth of PRS. Okay, no big deal. It's actually really not as hard as it sounds. It sounds like a big milestone, and it is a great accomplishment, but it is very, very possible and very attainable. So once you reach this point, you are a yellow presenter for life. Now, where it gets a little different is when we go to pink status, okay? So for pink status, you need to meet these goals each month to keep attaining the benefits of pink status. So you will need your $250 each month of personal sales. Then, as a team, as a company, you will need to do $2,000. So you need to sell $2,000 as a team. So anyone who signed up under you, if you sign someone up, and then they sign someone up, and then they sign someone up, those all count towards your company wholesale sales. And lastly, you also need to have at least one qualified new recruit, meaning that they have sold their $125 worth of makeup, so they reach that qualified white status. And you're going to see pretty much the exact same thing with blue, except for a little bit more company wholesale and then a few more, or just one more qualified presenter. The next level is the elite presentership, and that starts off with your green promotion. Okay, so you're going to see here that it says you need $2,000 in circle wholesales. The circle of wholesales is just your downline. So anybody that you have signed up or someone that you sign up, if they sign someone up, that counts as well. So anybody who is in your company that is below that green elite status. So anybody who is from white to blue, okay? So the company wholesales refers to 75% of the amount of the commissionable products after the 25% royalties. So it's that 75% of the products that are sold after everybody has been paid. That makes sense to you guys.